Hello friends, thanks for tuning in to this week's Brain Food. This is the 5th time I've tried to record this video. I probably have an hour worth of recording of thoughts and things I've said. So I'm going to try to boil this down with this last recording. Whatever happens, I'm going to run with this. So please forgive the stumbles and things as I go through this. The last few weeks I have been stressed out and burned out. And I've talked to a lot of other people that feel the same way. And a big chunk of this I do to myself because I say yes to a lot of people that need help. I love helping people, and so I say yes. And my brain food idea for this week is start your day investing in yourself because that sets the tone for the day. So before I get into all the background, I want to make the point of the video first. That way, if you want to watch this for 60 seconds and then peace out, I get it. So here's the simple thing that I've changed. I wasn't exercising enough. So what I've done is I live by my calendar. So I have put on my calendar Monday through Friday a block of time that is to do at least a mile or two walk, listen to something that's fulfilling like a podcast or a YouTube video about a topic or whatever while I'm walking, eat a healthy breakfast that's a protein shake and maybe some coffee, something simple, and then a gratitude journal. And I'll get into all this stuff and why in just a minute, but I've done this for a week now, and it's crazy how the record playing in my head has slowly started to change already, and how typical days that I was having 3 weeks ago, I'm still having, but they're feeling different. And I love that because that means it's working. So I wanted to share this with you, and everybody's heard a lot of these ideas. So for me, the biggest thing you could take away from this video is don't tune out. Don't tune out to the message because you've heard it, you've like, yeah, I should do that. And then you go about your busy day and 1,000 things happen with your coworkers and your kids and your wife and all these things that just keep you in the grind that you've been doing. My encouragement is make a commitment. Like I was to the point where I was thinking, I wonder when retirement is for Blue Gurus. I mean, I'm only 53, but I was seriously thinking like, I wonder what that looks like. Because I can't keep that pace up for more than 2 months. It's been 2 months basically I've had this pace. And so anyway, I was looking at all these things that I could do, and I just knew I had to make a change, and it needed to be something drastic enough that it gave me an opportunity to breathe. So I've locked that time. It's I think 6:30 to 8. 7:30, yeah, 6:30 to 8 every morning I have blocked to focus on me and to give to myself first so that I'm a better version of Jason for everybody else that does need help from me. My family, my wife, my clients, and all that. And those things are incredibly important. And the problem is, I could have taken this video in 2 different directions. One of the problems, people love to say to me, well, just stop saying yes to things. And I get that. The problem is, if I handed you a plate of all of the things that are coming at me, dear friends that are going through really hard times that reach out and say, I need you tonight. Is there any way you can come over? Or my wife that needs some technical support with a computer or getting a new computer set up. Or there's just a bunch of things that come at me I cannot say no to. I'm not going to say no to. And the challenge is people will like, well, you don't have to do it right now. And if you push the can far enough down the road, you'll never get caught up, and it's always hanging over you. So I started down that path 5 weeks ago doing a task list, and I kept saying, I'm going to slow things down and just do what I can, but then I'm not going to work on the evenings. I'm not going to work on the weekends. And I just kept throwing things on the task list, and it got to a point where it was taking me 4 or 5 days to respond to things, and that's just not the level of service or the level of relationship that I want to have with people. So, and you might think therein lies the problem. There is a way to balance this, and what's interesting is I don't think it's that I have to choose people to say no to. I think it has become very apparent to me that it's more about starting my day investing in myself so that I have a different record playing in my head throughout the day, and that my perspective is different, and that I feel joy in being able to do this work and help people. So that would be my encouragement for you guys. There are 2 things that I wanted to share, and it's probably been about 5 minutes already. So I'm going to share these briefly of where I've come down on this new process of the starting the morning thing. The first one was my good friend Jason Moxness shared a video with me about the fact that happiness is a choice. And it's an hour video that I watched while I mowed. I didn't watch it. I listened to it on my earbuds while I mowed. And it was so good. That was the first big thing that helped me. That's a great tool. I'll put a link to that video in the show notes on YouTube. So go to YouTube and look in the notes and you'll see that link down there. And the second thing is I had a coffee with my good friend Mick Johnson. Mick and I, we used to work together for years, and we still meet once a month just to share how our businesses are going and work on things together. And one of the things that he shared, because I've always known this, but he encouraged me. He's like, I know, Jason, if you put this on your calendar, you'll do it. And I encourage you to start doing a gratitude journal. And you've talked about you wanting to exercise more. Make sure you start your day with a walk or something. Do whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I need to do. So I've done it for a week now. And like I said at the beginning of the video, it's already having an impact. And I can only imagine what it would do if I did this consistently. With some discipline, by the way, that's been a problem. With some discipline, what that will do for me in a couple months of rewiring my brain and having a lot more joy with the things that I'm doing. And I am saying no to more things. There will be peer group meetings, and there will be networking events, and there will be evening bourbon gatherings and things like that I'm just going to have to say no to a little bit more often. And I have started doing that a little bit. And I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think I'm paying attention to how my body feels and my brain feels. And if I'm just done, I'm telling myself, yeah, you need to say no, even though that's not going to be a fun conversation. You're just not in a place where you should go do that, because you're going to not enjoy it, and it'll be, I wear my heart on my sleeve. They're going to know something's up with you, that you're not having a great time. And so it'd be better to say, no, I'm just not in a place where that makes sense tonight, but I'm looking forward to the next time we can get together. If you find yourself in that place where you are a little bit run down, a little bit burnt out, this might be something that can totally change the path. And I really appreciate you guys watching. I really do. It means so much to me. And I know that I've only been doing about 2 a month, so it's been more time in between videos. But when I do them, I want to make sure I have the right energy to do these videos. And so I've been giving myself permission to do them when I feel like doing them, instead of sticking to a weekly schedule of doing them. I hope you're having a great week. I'll see you next time.